let's take it an easy step. Let's just save the people of color first, and then we can worry about saving that big ass planet. Baby steps. I don't see white people setting themselves on fire for slavery. NANI? Dynamite. Let's talk about something. All right, clap it. Yo, what's up? You know, I think it's crazy. This has been happening for a couple of weeks now, but there's like these people called the Just Stop Oil activists, dragged off of the road, motorists in London. But this isn't their first stunt. They've done a bunch of other things where, like, they're gluing themselves to the street. They're throwing paint or food waste on. They're like gluing themselves to like artwork, throwing tomato shit. Yeah, he super glued his head.
How do you feel? How do you feel when you see something beautiful and priceless being apparently destroyed before your eyes? Do you feel outraged? Good. Where is that feeling when you see the...
I feel so bad for that security guard. He's trying so hard to do crowd control, to get these people out of here. This guy's speech is so slow. Like, these people.
Planet being destroyed before our very eyes.
Obscene. Oh no! Shame on you.
This painting is protected by glass. It's just fine.
Shut up. Take it away from there.
The thing about it, and I don't know if they get this or not, but the best way to garner support for something is to be likable, right? To be likable. But they're not doing anything positive. They're not even being remotely useful in this process. And it's hard to empathize. I don't even know what they're talking. No one cares about the message anymore. In a news cycle where people will forget about you in 24 hours. Like we talked about Quavo's death. I mean, not Quavo. Oh my God. Takeoff's death. And that's going to be out of the news cycle in 72 hours. So you and your painting stunt here ain't going to last either. Furthermore, what do you like? What's your plan here? Let's say we gave you the platform to actually talk about this and do something about it. What's your game plan here? Do you have an organization prepared to make deals with the oil companies? Do you have an electric EV company that's going to help reduce emissions? Do you have an initiative that would give tax write-offs for you guys planting trees for equal amount of waste use? Like, you're just complaining at this point. So what do you plan to do? And these type of people are the worst type of people because they talk about shit, but they're not really about it. And that leads me to one or two other points. I enjoy seeing people represent themselves in a powerful light. No pun intended. Climate change activist runs on court at Lavar Cup and sets himself on fire. This happened September 23rd. 2022. I didn't hear about this. But you want to know something that's amazing about this photo? You can tell exactly when he regrets his decision. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with watching people like him take this risk with his life for some stupid oil company. A climate change activist set himself on fire. Lavar Cup Friday. The man ran onto the court, set his arm alight. He was wearing a t-shirt that read NUK private jets. London climate change activists, they didn't even get the guy's name. Mr. No Name over here. Wearing a t-shirt, read NUK private jets. Oh man, don't come to California. ran onto the court, middle of the court, midway through a 6-2-1 win over Diego Schwartzman. That's an awesome name. He then sat down by the net and appeared to pour lighter fluid on his arm before setting it alight. The fluid also spilled onto the ground and caught fire on the ground. The protester proceeded to scream in agony and quickly put out the fire on his arm by hitting himself frantically. Oh, you didn't even let yourself you're a pussy. You're a pussy. Like, we're all going to hell. You can't handle this? You're fucked. You're a pussy, bro. Like, you put it out yourself? That's the... Nah, we don't respect you. And this is why no one heard about your story. These climate deniers, these climate people who don't have any plan, who don't have any rhyme or reason other than to just be a distraction, they don't deserve your attention. We deserve a better version of protest. We deserve to be like this man. Bruce from Boulder, Colorado, set himself on fire in front of the Supreme Court on Friday. He did this shit on Earth Day this year. Didn't even hear about it. Didn't even hear about it. Is this... Didn't even hear about it. Where's the photo of him, though? Is this him? No, this is a 2019 one. They sold me the dream. But yeah, and he died, right? He died because of what he did. And no one will remember you. And on Earth Day, I didn't even hear about this. And I didn't hear about this story. So for me, it quite simply put, one, don't throw your life away trying to save the planet. You're needed to be, you're way more useful if you're alive and you can actually articulate why saving the planet is worth it. Maybe, do something that will contribute to the world being sustained. Clap it. Come up with some plans. But this mindless self-indulgence, we can't stand for it. We can't allow it. We will not stand it, though. But just so we're clear, y'all saw the complexion of those folks, right? They want to talk about saving the planet, bitch. Maybe this. Let me tell y'all how y'all save planet. Save all the black people first. Let's take it an easy step. Let's just save the people of color first, and then we can worry about saving that big ass planet. Baby steps. I don't see white people setting themselves on fire for slavery. And easy it is. They want to stop waste and destruction of the planet, and here they are wasting food. You read one socialist book in college without this is what happens when you don't. These are like what happened when you read one book and you don't understand the context.